Do you like fun physics-based games? The answer is yes. Check out my review of Explosive Candy World coming up next on Mumbles. Hi everyone, Mumbles here. Today things are about to get dangerous. But that doesn't mean that it'll be all fun. Today we review Explosive Candy World. Let's go to the description. Detonate your way to the goal. Forget running or jumping. In Explosive Candy World, you'll have to destroy obstacles, blow yourself over pitfalls, and ricochet over walls in order to reach the goal. It's physics-based mayhem with precision platforming twists. Presented in cute and colorful pixel art and set to an original retro soundtrack, Explosive Candy World mixes classic style with modernized mechanics for a unique and unconventional platforming experience. Adjust the strength and direction of your detonations, then release to toss a mighty explosive candy. Propel yourself through the air, flip switches, break barriers, activate buttons, and obliterate platforms right under your feet. Responses are all short and sweet, and even when they provide to be a little tricky, quick response and infinite retries keep the experience fun and accessible. At the time of this review, this game is available for all major systems including PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch for $3.99. So we are going to move now on to the gameplay section, but before we get into that, I do have to ask, please subscribe to MumblesVideos. Just thank you guys all so much for the support. You're amazing. On to the gameplay section. This is a very simple game. Shoot your little guy onto the candy cane in each level. To do that, you will have to jump over obstacles and sometimes even hit certain things. Now, there are two ways that you can interact with this game. The first way is by shooting backwards or downwards so that you can propel your little character in different directions. In order to shoot on or move your character, you have to be able to hit some type of barrier. So whether it be a wall or a actual, the floor, you have to be able to do that in order to move your character. When you aren't aiming at one of those things, you actually do shoot candy canes. So you can use these candy canes to trigger certain things, blow certain things up, and that sort of stuff. And that is basically the game. You will have to figure out your way through all different sorts of obstacles, spikes, different things. Sometimes you'll have to trigger certain candies or collect certain candies in order to get to that ending candy cane. But that's pretty much the game, guys. It's a very simplistic idea of a game. So we come down to the cons, and the first con is that the controls are a little bit wonky. In order to move your little character, you have to be in an area where you can have access to a wall or the floor in order to propel your guy. This at times can be difficult because if you're on a ledge and your little guy is half off of it on one side and you need to go forward, you can't shoot your guy through it because it will just shoot to the bottom and won't provide you with any lift off. That can be a little bit frustrating, and I think they didn't think about that, or they didn't care to think about it. So it can make things a little bit frustrating when it comes to moving your little character. The second con for this game is that it is a bit repetitive. You basically do the same thing throughout each level, which is, get to that candy cane, explode different things to do it. And that can just make the game a little bit repetitive when it comes to playing this game. We're going to move now into the score section, and I have to say, Explosive Candy World, I wasn't expecting much from this game. I saw what it was, and I didn't feel like I got very much. It's not a bad game for $3.99, but the fact that those controls are wonky really kind of drove me crazy. When I was sitting on an edge and I couldn't move my character and I had to move back and forth in order to make my character go, when you make that hard jump or you get over that hard obstacle that you're having problems with, only to have to go back over that hard obstacle so you get a better landing, that was frustrating. Also, the fact that there is no real, reason to get, let me try to redo that level because I can do it in 3 shots instead of 5 shots. There was none of that in this game. And that was a little bit disappointing. I think they could have, at the very least, built something like that into this. It plays out like a lot of iOS games and App Store games where, they have ads built into them, only this one didn't. And I just kind of felt like it wasn't anything super special that we haven't seen before. On today's Mumbles review, this is a decent game, but I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 10 on today's Mumbles review. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of Explosive Candy World. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.